here. And we're going to start the night like this. It reminds me of some strange mystical stew, spawned from a muddy version of Macbeth. Only someone's replaced the spells with spices. The witches with a Cajun chef. Ode to Gumbo. Chris Tusa. Welcome, artists and family. You know what it is. Finally, Thursday night has come back. Pull up a Zoom box, grab a microphone, and get comfortable. It's about to go down. Oh yeah! Welcome to the online open mic presented by the legendary, that's right, I said the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. I am your host. My name is Elemen2al. Happy Thursday. This is the jump off, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. You know how we do, because we've been doing this and doing this and doing this well. Welcome to episode 90. We gonna keep it going as we have been every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on YouTube. If you're watching, we appreciate you, and you would like to join us in the Zoom, the number's on your screen, 977-539-856. Jump in, join the greatest community in the world. Want to know why I say that? Trust and believe we're going to show you this evening. Folks, be aware, we are moving. We are going to be changing our address very soon, possibly next week, maybe the week after. All right. So please keep in mind, keep your eye out on the contacts, because I will be sharing the new address. All right. The online open mic is moving to a new address. So keep in mind and be aware. We do this week after week thanks to some dedicated folks who pay these bills. So we would like to thank the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Bloomberg Philanthropies, the Howard Gilman Foundation, and the New York State Council on the Arts, right? You can add your energy to the mix with a tax-deductible donation by going to neweurekan.org/contribute. Every dollar counts and is truly appreciated. Make sure you are plugging in with one of the dopest hosts in the Zoomverse, the one and only Matthew Motto Keen. Storm Lake in the building, Jersey in the building. That cat's all kind of dope. Also, the one and only RMT. Make sure you are plugging in with Ron Mark Thompson. If you're not down with RMT by now, damn it, you should be. Also, love to our newest volunteer, the one and only Alan Gary. Appreciate you for being here, sir. This is where you can find me, Elemen2al.com. Take out the T, put in the number 2, Elemen2al.com. So many things going on. Make sure you plug in. Tonight's theme, Spice of Life, blending traditions. And listen, I just got a call from a cat right before we started, and tonight's going to be pretty amazing. So buckle up for safety, really. Next week's theme, the day silence crashed. Never forgotten. All right. The majority of us know what happened September 11th. All right. But this is also one of our founders' birthday, right? The illustrious Miguel Agarin. So it is celebratory, but it is also somber. So bring your genius, and we're going to get down next week. Here is a look at the upcoming themes throughout September, and we're going to keep it pushing, all right? So let's get to the rules so we can get to the artistry this evening. Artists, turn your cameras on. We are trying to simulate a live open mic as much as possible. Plus, we love to see all the beautiful exuberance that goes into your performance. As you're approaching the stage, have your artwork ready. We have a full list this evening, all right? So make sure you get it in. We need to end on time this evening because there are some things that are happening outside of the space that definitely need attention. So make sure you are staying tight, all right? Also, artists, you got 4 minutes to rock, all right? Please keep in mind that 4 minutes is very serious, all right? Once your 4 minutes gets too close to an end, right, you will see a timer, right? Make sure you are paying attention to our tech assistants this evening, whether it be Alan Gary or Matthew Model-Keen, right? There will be a timer that goes off. Once you pass 4 minutes, you will hear the, wrap it up music. Then you have another 30 seconds. All right, please keep it within that time because the mute will be coming after that to ensure that we make room and space and time for every artist on the list this evening. All right, we have reached the time of night where all of the sensitive ears should be gone because there are explicit lyricists in our community, plus some that may even bring about some triggering flashbacks. But the founders of our cafe were major proponents on the freedom of speech, and we will make sure it maintains in the vein of everything we do. Therefore, there is no censorship. Other than any hate speech or any ism that people may use to manipulate, which will not, I said not, be tolerated. Go around and get cute. Get the boot. Whether it's from the BX or Jersey, baby, it's coming down on you, all right? So, thou hast been warned. This is a living, breathing trigger warning, all right? This is a true call and response space. After these artists get up here and they share a true essence of who they are, you will see this pop up on your screen. This is when you get a chance to share all of that energy, all of that exuberance with the audience. Don't worry about the noise, y'all. It's the rowdiest night of the week anyway. And for the folks in the know, you know what's happening tonight. It's the jump off for real. So make sure you share all that energy. It will be returned to you in every performance this evening. The guaranteed list tonight is closed, all right, because signups begin 24 hours before the show. All right, to sign up, which would be Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, you go to neweurekan.org, click on full events calendar, click on the Thursday that you want to get down on, and you need that artist RSVP ticket. It's the only way you're getting on the guaranteed list. And again, they won't populate until 24 hours before the show. It is a hot ticket, folks, so make sure you are plugging in. But sometimes the tickets don't always sell out, so make sure you are checking even on Thursday, all right? Tonight's list, full of incredible artists, full of incredible geniuses that came to get down. So let's get to it. There's all my rowdy friends here on Thursday night. What's good people? Some conto. CP Mays in the building. Bonnie, I came across that poem that you read in one of my classes recently. They presented that exact poem. I was like, oh my gosh. How incredible. Lantern's in the building. Young's here. Rise in the building. Mathematics. Yo, there is a true badass Lower East Sider legend in the building. And I would be remiss if I did not mention Jane's spoken word in the building. It has been too long. Great to see you. Thank you for coming through. Captain of the street team is here. Lovely is here. Elizabeth Horn is here. Yo, it's going to be amazing tonight, y'all. For real. So let's get to it. All right. I will be posting the list in the chat. And so, listen, this is going to be a good one. right? Some of the usual suspects are not in the building this evening because they are doing other things. But check it out. We get to start with a true BX native. All right? Contributor to Love Letters to Gaia and I Can't Breathe Volume 2. This incredible artist continues to come through with some of the dopest work in the world. Also, author of Lady Lotus, the one and only Roz in the building. We're about to see the world through her big brown eyes. Come on, Roz. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Hey, that would be Through Her Big Brown Eyes on Instagram. And just gonna dive into this one real quick. It's a draft, so bear with me. It goes like this. Living life in pursuit of what is right, dedicating my time to undoing wrongdoings. I wonder if by the time my face is decorated by prominent expression lines, if I would have done enough, or if the silver strands stemming from my crown will be the only evidence of time's passing. Will I be proud of the bits of myself I left behind in those I poured into? I pray that one day beauty is in the eye of those who shed the light that this world thirsts for, and that someday being right is less important than being happy. I wonder when I'll break my very last promise that I've made to my pain, to stay true and lick my wounds just to prove that I'm still alive. May this brain process compliments faster than insults. May these lungs take in oxygen and not have to spew out fire for once. I've always wondered what I would look like in a child's eyes. Okay with being a stick figure, but want to be colored outside the lines. Still masterpiece. Broken, still legacy. Present, but tenderly. Spicy, yes, but loved out of captivity. End poem.
Spicy but loved out of captivity. Like really? Really? That's what we do, Roz? That's how it's going down? Cool. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Roz.
Yeah.
Thank
What
you.
a wonderful way to get started, Roz.
Thank you.
It's
Great
beautiful,
job.
Roz. Beautiful.
Yeah, great way to start the incendiary night. I really liked, I really connected with this sense of who you were talking to with that poem. It was really touching.
Sure, Roz. You always come through with some work. I love the heartfelt nature that your pen loves to dance in, right? Um, you said, when I'll break the very last promise I made to my pain. Come on, right? Want to be colored outside the lines. Like, okay, okay, I feel you. I feel you. Want all the color, just not the structure. Like, I love it. Thank you for doing what you do, Roz. I appreciate you for being at the top of the list, man. For real, it is great to start the night with you. We appreciate you for coming through and making this a hot ticket. For real. All right, Starship is underway, folks. Let's keep it going. Woo! Coming up next. Listen, the maestro is in the building. He comes through regularly to put some just illustrious poetry in our atmosphere. Author of Four Crescents, author of Black Calculus, Evaporating Rage, this pushcart nominee and playwright continues to come through with some amazing work. The one and only Mathematics is in the building. Come on, Maestro, let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you. Please, take it away. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, folks. Trust. are just on hold for math. All right, I did see him. There he is.
There we go.
Money.
Hey, I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm coming to you from my hospital bed because I am dedicated to y'all like y'all are dedicated to me. And whatever juice I put out there, I know comes back to me in the healing love, etc., etc. So let me go with this. Let me go. First piece. Both of these are coming from Evaporating Rage. My black not blue enough? As if being good or bad makes one a better victim, like this is a victim competition. As if suffering is the measure of someone's blackness. As if my trauma is forgettable when that's all my body remembers. As if doing time, being on probation, are normal time intervals between grades, between jobs, between generations. As if hard times measured the amount of struggle overcoming the myth American dreams sleep in black minds. As if the facade of calm resembles compliance while it never belies the toxic burden of unrequited rage, cooking my lips into a fricassee. As if my truth needed confirmation by the ones who never believe a word I say anyway. As if my life is a problem that someone else has a solution for, and love is the only answer. Next piece. I lick the scar when the wound heals. A bruised psyche welcomes promised pleasures. Small talk stakes, small stoke, stop it. Small talk stokes embers to open flame. No love, no third degree burns. The scar remains hidden under a mute heart. A heart yearns for a refuge, not a shelter, a home where the ground caresses tired souls. Ease the weight off tattered souls. Heaven opens to a heart empty, pours out peace, fills the shadows, becomes a chamber of love. Open wounds heal from the inside out. No space for abscess thoughts. A keloid wears courage like a mask, hides resentment behind a callous smile. A scar worn as a badge of honor. Love is at work. And if I have any seconds left, maybe go into tonight's theme. My menu. Challenge is the appetizer. Struggle is the main dish. Life is dessert. Peace.
Yo, like you just set the bar extremely high, sir. Unmute yourself. Give it up for the maestro.
Wow,
Norm,
Woo!
thank you.
Norm,
Yeah.
you are the norm in terms of poetry. You are the norm.
Hmm.
Whenever you write, like it's not just like I have to rewrite whenever you write. Love you, my man. Respect.
Yeah, Norm, I hope the amount of healing you dish out to everybody here every week revisits you this evening. Thanks for your extraordinary dedication to us and being here. I don't know how to quantify that in verbal praise. It doesn't measure up. I really love that as if poem. If there's anybody who knows how to administer a corrective, it's definitely you.
I would definitely agree. Even from a hospital bed, you're still magnificent, sir. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for the fervency that you always bring to this community, that you've always brought to this community. We are sending you healing energy so you can get out of that damn bed as soon as possible. For real. He said, "My black not blue enough. The facade of calm resembles compliance. My truth needed confirmation. Never. From the ones that never heard me anyway, right? The scars remain under a mute heart. Heaven open to an empty heart. Like, love is at work here, right? Challenge is the appetizer. Come on. Come on, folks. Thank you for doing what you do, Math. Please continue to do just that. Again, healing vibes. Appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, this incredible artist. Listen, she comes through and she's like, "Yo, I don't really want to write about this, but I do it so well, so here comes another one." The one and only Bonnie Soloway in the building. Come on, Bonnie, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please, take it away.
Thank you so much. I'm on Instagram, B Soloway. I've got two, so I'm going to get going. This first short one is called Walls of Distraction. Distraction's not a writer's friend, at least not one of mine. It takes up space inside my head that I've reserved for rhyme. If I could build a border wall to keep things separated, where errant thoughts and sounds could somehow be persuaded to stay where they belong, to avoid the constant swirl of climbing over to invade a writer's peaceful world. Unless there's something else at work to keep us on our toes, warning, now is not the time to block the machinations of our foes. America's southern border wall is certainly no success. Neither height nor length nor color can stop a fervent freedom quest. Walls have a way of mobilizing creative ways and means, of circumventing roadblocks to overcome smokescreens, the kind that fascists use to propagandize diversity, alleging skin color or beliefs criminalize a human being. As we punish the hardest workers in our factories and fields, immigrations become a front for MAGA's racist rhetoric yield. If the goal was a path to citizenship, long ago we had the fix. A Biden-led bipartisan bill Trump insisted his sycophants nix. No, when a world is in some turmoil and resistance our new game, leaning into all distractions is needed tinder to fire up a writer's flame. And this one is called When the Dead Come Back to Life. It's curious when the dead and buried get a second chance, arising from the ashes to spread some needing comeuppance. A man reviled by one and all, except perhaps the CIA, has come back to your news feed with dark gossip every day. We see telling pics and videos right before our very eyes, yet the commander-in-chief would have us believe it's all a bunch of lies. We see and hear new testimony of more and more young girls, now grown women with starkly similar abuse tales to untwirl. The president maintains his involvement is still just one big hoax. He hardly knew this dead guy much less Lolita Island, he'd boast. To make his base and acolytes happy, if not to make this go away, he arranged for the dead man's co-conspirator to engage in a role play. A convicted sex trafficking felon now serving 20 years tries for a get-out-of-jail-free pardon, contingent on what the president hears. Eureka! She saw nothing that would implicate this kind, respectful man, who with his own 34 felony convictions says his involvement's all a scam. Just let us see the file so we can see it for ourselves. Or better yet, listen to the hundreds of survivors who've been screaming at themselves. Several spoke out publicly of the abuse through which they lived. Now the co-conspirator can watch all that from her brand new club-fed crib. From maximum to minimum security in the quick wink of an eye. Sex traffickers aren't usually eligible for that lenient prison camp style, but when the dead come back to life with secrets from the grave, those with impressive felony counts have more than one ass to save. Now the survivors seem determined to generate their own lists, compiling names of the rich and famous who stole their lifelong bliss. I don't blame them one small bit. In fact, I applaud their courageous grit. It's just that guilty, powerful men have the means to stay one step ahead, while righteous victims could end up very rich or very dead. Thank you.
I keep telling you, you are an absolute shit starter, Bonnie. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Bonnie Soloway.
That was nice.
Woo! Yeah,
Was you?
Bonnie.
Yeah,
That was
Bonnie, that
real
was
cool.
hot.
You know, that was real
That was
cool.
dope.
That was nice.
Bonnie's like a real sharp butter knife. Like you don't see her coming until she just slices you all up with the rhetoric. Like, but she can smooth out some butter on some bread and make you toast at the same time. Like Bonnie is dangerous. Like Bonnie is dangerous. I love it.
Yeah, I like what May says, because I keep getting drawn back to Bonnie's delivery, her very sort of super relaxed and at ease delivery. And it really is kind of points up all, what she's up to with the commentary,
I'll be back. I gotta go get some glasses.
Absolutely. It reminds me of a video game I used to play called Mortal Kombat, right? And if you're just smacking people around, the guy slides in and goes, "Toasty." Right? And then that's what Bonnie does. Just like, hey, you really, really put in the work, Bonnie, and it shows every single week. Right? MAGA's racist yields, circumventing roadblocks, thought gossip every day, still just a hoax. Kind, respectful man, like sure. Let us see the files. Right? Let us see the files. Forget about let us see the files. Right? Seeing it through from her club fed crib. Love it. Those with impressive felony counts. Just saying. Like, you start calling out people, Bonnie. You need a podcast, man. Just saying. With the whole microphone and the way that your delivery works, you need a podcast, man. Start it and just build it, and we'll be there. Appreciate you, Bonnie, for doing all that you do. And again, that poem that you shared last week, again, it showed up and it's amazing. Thank you for doing what you do. All right, coming up next, True Low East Sider in the building. Listen, this cat gets down live with an orchestra. Like, he is just amazing in all the things that he does. You will hear his commentary throughout the evening. I appreciate him so very much. Our resident Gilgamesh, the one and only Paul Skiff, is in the building. Come on, Jedi Master. Let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Hi, you can find me here. I'm just doing the same poem I did last week because I liked it so much and because Roz said it was so real. So it made me feel like I should do it again. It's just called Let's Play Reality. We agree to pretend there is a limit to human suffering. We agree to pretend the super rich must obey the same laws as everyone else. We agree to pretend the sky will always be there. We agree to pretend capitalism is completely necessary. We agree to pretend being a friend is a mutual choice to engage in one of the most human things a person can do. We agree to pretend the career path leads to a destination. We agree to pretend purpose is one of life's possessions. We agree to pretend law enforcement is supposed to be fair. We agree to pretend knowing what someone else knows makes us in the know. We agree to pretend everyone wants to wipe out hatred, racism, and violence. We agree to to pretend every what day life's banality stain crisis can be erased by a kitchen cleanser. We agree to pretend the world is made understandable by opening our mouths and speaking. We agree to pretend seeing the Empire State Building is like being bitten by a dog. We agree to pretend the more sense a paycheck makes, the less death is frightening. We agree to pretend sanity is available. We agree to pretend now is being subject to our volition. We agree to pretend the United States of America is the land of the free. We agree to pretend the absence of equality can be fixed by making it legally required. We agree to pretend we really are what we consider ourselves to be. We agree to pretend our world actually exists and it is not just being dreamed by a cat. We agree to pretend time is a possession that can be wasted but never needs to be paid back. We agree to pretend so believing is unnecessary along with other forms of not knowing. Liking autonomy comes from ability to buy things. Not noticing family is the agency that imposes strict subordination to societally necessary conformity. By going to housing court, it is possible we might prevail in a game of chance called justice, required to play against forces of private ownership and exploitation. We agree to pretend knowing the company wants their product to start the morning means it does not. We agree to pretend our personal suffering may be treated like public property until he is out of the room. The boss being flatulent is not funny. We agree to pretend art can be both entertainment and a term of social consciousness. The bank does not symbolize human failure. Our way of life is civilized. Viagra the dog ate is not the cause of the callus on your shin. We agree to pretend, despite facts about how they are disposed of, all people are created equal. I know you want to play reality, however. Pardon me while I throw all this back like a curtain in front of the need to be more fully alive.
Could this cat be any more alive? Gosh! Unmute yourself. Give it up for Paul Skip.
Oh, I love that song.
All right.
Thank you for sharing again.
That was dope. That was dope, Paul.
Needed to hear it again.
The stiffness, the stiffness always gonna skip. Steve always gonna skip.
I think that poem has a lot.
I missed your word.
Paul.
I think that poem has a lot of legs.
I turn my thing off. You turn yours off?
I'm just gonna reiterate what he says sometimes. More. Like when you do that, when you go into that trance Jedi Master, like it is felt. And you take all of us along with that ride, right? Knowing what someone else knows puts you in the know. Opening up their mouths and speaking. Sanity is available. Liking autonomy comes from the ability to buy things. A game of chance called justice. A game of chance called justice. Listen. If there is any more to that poem, because I know you fancy reading excerpts, like I need that whole poem. Seriously. Thank you for what you do, Jedi Master. That's just phenomenal work. Thank you for continuing to push the craft and do it at such a high level. A true Lower East Side. Appreciate you. All right. Coming up next, yo, this artist comes through with the type of work that you can't get anywhere else, right? In the vein of the last poets. I don't have it yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I was actually published in a manuscript along with the God, along with C.P. Mays, along with one of the last poets, along with Oshun Yoyen. It is amazing. As soon as I have it, trust me, y'all will see it. The one and only Baba Ngoma is in the building. Come on, Baba, let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you, God. Please take
What's
it
up,
away.
y'all? I don't want to waste time doing that. I'll put it in there after I do this thing. You know, in the 80s or early 90s, we were protesting against Nike because of their work practices with workers. And KRS-One did a commercial for him, and what he said was, maybe basketball is revolution. This is called sneakers. Hate to break it down to you this way, but no, basketball is not revolution. We need to end all confusion and disillusion and find a solution. Because the sign in the Nike sweatshop in Jakarta says just do it, while Shise and Sadisa earn $1.85 a day as you play. Less than the cost of a Nike shoelace. Forced labor in your face. Don't this swish swish. Give me a star on which to wish. Wish away this poverty. Exploitation is all I see. $11.06 for a 6-day week as we speak. Just trying to keep your family fed might earn you a sneaker upside your head if you're slow. Nike trips up on workers' rights. Forced labor with only 5 days sleep at night. Don't even think strike or you lose your job, maybe even your life. The Nike commercial says, we let our fears stand in the way of hope. We sit silently when we want to scream. Why? Why? Because labor activists have much to fear. Tortured, raped, or disappeared might be your plight if you fight for human rights, like Marcina from East Java, dead bloated body floating in the Delhi River. And don't even think the government will stand up and deliver you from confusion. Hell no. Nike pays well for this collusion, and there's no hope of ever reaching the delusion of a finish line. Meanwhile, here under the stars and bars, CEO named Knight, bankroll higher than a kite. Portfolio 5.5 billion, yachts and planes and company trillions. Still a pair of Nikes cost 3 months' salary for workers begging on their knees in Vietnamese. Yeah, I hear y'all wondering, what's that got to do with me and you chilling watching the tube under the blood-splattered banner, red, white, and blue? Well, Michael Jordan earned $40 million a year just to let Nike use his name. Twice as much as shooting hoops, which incidentally was his only claim to fame. Quietly playing ball because he's got no balls. But Nike pays brothers well not to show and tell. Besides, he's busy space jamming with Bugs Bunny, playing golf, making all that money. And as for Spike, he's got to have it. A $40,000 pair of season tickets to the Knicks, that is, plus a few million ducats for rehearsals. Hey, Spike. Hey, Spike, take a leaflet. I ain't got time. I'm trying to get a taxi for my wife. While a 12-year-old takes a 9 to the dome, murdered for his sneakers while trying to get home. One more brother laid to rest, a bullet in his head and his chest. Another brother candidate for the penitentiary gate, creating jobs for them redneck prison guards in the joint. You get my point? So you can register and vote, yeah, as fast as you can, but the robber barons laid a master plan. Candidates call them on the phone, Rambouillet and Skull and Bone. Those with 33 degrees, keeping people on their knees. With old world money and new world disorder, they think they can do anything they please. Watch out for these secret societies. Do it, just do it. Do it, just do it. Do it, just do it. Do it.
You can't come through with that and just like, come on, man. Unmute yourself, give it up for Baba Ngoma.
Let's do it, Baba.
I particularly enjoyed
You
your
know, like you know what's funny? In my language, in Zulu, Baba Ngoma means the father of music.
Oh, listen, let me tell you what that was based on.
Yeah,
When that was going on, when we were like protesting against Nike,
yeah.
there was a radio program on WBAI, and they had people who had worked at Nike's, and they were talking about what was going on. So I said, yeah, can y'all send me some information about it? So they sent me a packet of information about that thick. And all of the information, all of the stuff that I was saying in that poem is true. That's what really was going on.
Yeah. And you also said red, white, and blue. When I heard that, you know what I thought? The genocide in Rwanda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the French had something to do with that.
You know,
Yeah, I
Jedi
really
Master.
enjoyed the laugh you did at the end of the piece. And
Right.
thanks so much for playing the cajon. You were really super hot on that tonight. It made it so I don't know, it just really, really propelled the piece. It was extraordinary.
Thanks. I've been practicing.
Yeah, it shows, believe
It
me.
definitely shows. It definitely shows, right? The rhythm, right, and the cadence that you're able to create between you and the instrument. There are times that we couldn't tell which one was the instrument because maybe you're both one instrument, right? Who was playing who? Maybe the drum was playing you, or you're playing the drum. We're not really sure. Or the poem was playing both of y'all. We're not really sure. Um, but I love the true reality of this poem. The sign in the Jakarta sweatshop says, "Just do it." Nike trips up on workers' rights. Um, Bank rolls higher than a kite. Love that. 3 months' salary for Vietnamese on their knees. He said Jordan was quietly playing ball because he got no balls. Oh my goodness. But then there are cats that get murdered for his sneakers trying to get home. The robber baron keeps the master plan. Those with 33 degrees keeping people on their knees. Watch out for them secret societies. For real. Peace to the God for all the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that he continues to share with us. Appreciate you, Baba. For real. Yo, I told y'all, it's going to be an incredible night. Let's keep it going. Coming up next, all the way across the pond, where's Wicked Lake? The most eloquent writer I know in the world. Trust and believe, bro. The one and only lantern carrier is in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you, brother. Please, take it away.
Thank you, my brother. In a world where modern taste was foreign to cooking, there were no culinary ideas, no aromatic flavorings as we know them today. Someone made food most enjoyable by adding salt, and thus true kitchen mentorship began. Salt has always been there, with ancient Chinese using it for flavoring, garnishing, and medicinal purposes. The Romans recognized that its magnesium, calcium, and other minerals held therapeutic value and were great for seasoning and preserving meat. Ancient Egyptians cotton too, and today we have what Roman authorities used as salaries for soldiers as one of the basic ingredients of gastronomy. Warm spices like nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves are popular at British festivals and commonly included in mince pies, hot cross buns, puddings, and stews, displaying the delicate art of subtlety. Pickles have an impact on London, due in part to Indian chutney, foreign trade, and colonialism. India's bustling street markets inspires the aroma of cardamom, aniseed, and other spices in chai. And the English create stories, sizzling their imagination with tetlis and scones laced with raisins to warm the senses up. India is the home of curries, dals, and chapati, and even sweets are perfumed with intricate mixtures. From cumin and coriander, turmeric to saffron and cardamom, spices are the heartbeat of India. They blend well with masala and biryani, and India's influence on the global spice trade is legendary. They're expert at sweet and savory dishes and have transported their genius abroad. Just as sunshine inspires the Jamaican ackee and saltfish, its warmth brings out the crab and callaloo of Grenada, the turmeric and cayenne in steamed done breadfruit embellished with grated coconut milk. Grenada is known as the Isle of Spice, and its aromatherapeutic influence lies not only in its crown jewels of nutmeg, mace, and cinnamon, but in its lush volcanic soil and magnificent flowers, giving it 17 gold awards at the Chelsea Flower Show in London. The redolence, the subtle citrus-like flavor, is hidden in cakes, stews, cocktails, and ice creams. The warm, sweet taste finds a way into soups, baked goods, and blends of desserts, curries made delicious and pungent by cloves, marinades, and traditional Caribbean black cake. Pimento, or allspice, augments zest essential for jerk chicken, seasoning, and pickling. Bay leaves are added to soups, stews, and teas, and our favorite ginger and black pepper add vibrancy and a healing fire to traditional remedies. Spices are integral to Grenadian culture, and one soon picks up the heady scent in street markets, drawn from a fusion of African, European, and indigenous influences. Grenadian Spice Mass Festival celebrates our heritage with a pageantry of curries, desserts, and a panorama of scents and culture at Carnival. Spices are essential to cuisines, fueling centuries of exploration and trade. Among the spice-rich cultures, Grenadian, Indian, African, and English traditions stand out, each weaving a unique tapestry of flavors and aromas to suit the global culinary landscape, shaping food, culture, and identity. Anton Carrier, thank you.
This is exactly what I was waiting for, and I knew he would do exactly this. Unmute yourself, give it up for Lantern Carrier.
I
Yeah.
missed you,
All
Lantern.
right.
And you know what's crazy? Yeah, I just made it a jerk chicken, rice and peas.
You know, this was, you do this so often. It's this really complex thing you do, but it comes off so subtle because you do this poem that's at once kind of expository, but it's also sort of a story and also this history and this social history. And you are able to weave that all together. But I'm going to tell you again, Lantern, you're going to have to pay for a gym membership for my ears because in the last 2 or 3 months, there's been at least 3 themes here that deal with food, and you are singularly responsible for putting 10 pounds of weight onto my ears.
I agree with Paul. I think the history of it is so remarkable. And also the whole time I was thinking about what can America contribute? Barbecue? That's about it. It was.
Well, I couldn't choose any more countries. You know, I chose my own, which is Grenada.
Now
Then
that's
England is so influential on a global scale. And then, of course, I have to choose India. Africa is there too. I didn't even go into Africa because then you have 4 minutes.
Not enough time to go across the globe, for sure. Not enough time. Listen, I absolutely was looking forward to you doing exactly that, really, because you are a true historian when it comes to poetry, and you remind the world, as I've said before, poets don't say anything that we haven't researched to know as a matter of fact, right? And this is another one of those poems that it's just beautifully done, sir. Like, aromatic flavoring as we know it today, right? Salt has always been there, right? In my research, the spice wars go all the way back to the 15th century, folks, right? He mentioned Romans, Egyptians, India, English, Grenada, right? I was so thrown off because he said hot cross buns. And if anyone has ever remember playing the recorder or have children in school that have played the recorder, that is the song that they first learned to play. It is called Hot Cross Buns. If you don't know, check it out. For real. So for you to bring that up in a theme of spices is just absolutely amazing, sir. Grenada is known as the Isle of Spice. He mentioned the Chelsea Flowers Show in London, a panorama of scents and culture. Like, what you do, sir, is one of a kind, and is absolutely amazing. You are a true world traveler. Thank you for doing what you do. Really, we look forward to all of your work every single week. Thank you. All right, let's keep it going all the way to the West Coast. This incredible gentleman comes through. I like to call him the folk singer of our generation, arguably the dopest background in the business, and it just happens to be his backyard. The one and only Bill Elkins in the building. Come on, Bill, let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you, sir, as always. Please, take it away.
Thanks, Elemental. Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to do a cover song, one of my favorite protest singers. His name was Phil Oakes. He was big in the 60s, and he ended up killing himself during the bicentennial year by hanging. He was a troubled man, but he was a brilliant songwriter. Anyway, I want to do a song that he wrote on behalf of Woody Guthrie. Dylan, of course, wrote some songs sung to Woody as well, but this is my favorite song about Woody Guthrie. It's called Bound for Glory. Hope you like it. He walked all over his own growing land, from the New York Islands to the California sand. He saw all the people that needed to be seen, planted all the grass where it needed to be green. And now he's bound for a glory all his own. And now he is bound for glory. He wrote and he sang and he rode upon the rails. He got on board when the sailors had to sail. He said all the words that needed to be said. He fed all the hungry souls that needed to be fed. And now he's bound for a glory all his own. And now he is bound for glory. He sang in our streets, and he sang in our halls, and he was always there when the unions gave a call. He did all the jobs that needed to be done. He always stood his ground when a smaller man would run. And now he's bound for a glory all his own. And now he's bound for glory. And it's pastures of plenty where the Dust Bowl balladeer. And this land is your land, he wanted us to hear. And the rising of the unions will be sung about again. And the deportees live on through the power of his pen. And now he's bound for a glory all his own. And now he's bound for glory. Now they sing out his praises on every distant shore. But so few remember what he was fighting for. Oh, why sing the songs and forget about the aim? He wrote them for a reason, why not sing them for the same? And now he's bound for a glory all his own. And now he's bound for glory. Thank you, everybody.
There is nothing like a revolution song to just boil your blood. I'm telling you. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Bill Elkins.
Thank you, everybody.
I always love how you refresh those songs. You know, that
Yeah,
was beautiful. That was lovely.
thank
That
you.
was great.
Yeah, he was quite a singer, a great songwriter.
Yeah, I know that song.
Oh yeah, Bound for Glory. There
Yeah.
was a movie made about it. Anyway, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the program note on Ox too. That was a kind of interesting angle on the song.
Oh, okay. Glad you appreciate it.
By the way, Bill, your microphone is very powerful. They're very, amplified. So that for every musician here, sometimes the built-in microphone is just all we need. As long as you have original sound settings enabled in your Zoom, we should be able to hear you. But nevertheless, it was a powerful performance. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have the hottest mic in the business, sir. Truly. But I love how you always approach your songs. You are so dedicated to the message of your music, and you always deliver it with just a power that only comes from Bill Elkins. Thank you for doing what you do and sharing it with us. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, this artist continues to come through with that work. I'm telling you, she is about that business. She's about that life, right? Prepare yourself, because she about to put in some work on you once again. The one and only Sam Hardy in the building. Come on, Sam. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you. Please take it away.
Thank you. This first poem I'm going to read is it's a poem I won first place on in Vote for Vocal Media Contest. They had a contest on instructions on how to disappear. And I joined the contest and I won $200. And then I decided, since it's a social media thing, I'd go ahead and try to submit it to some kind of magazine. And it actually got picked up by RFD Magazine, which is a very long-standing queer magazine that's been around since 1974. So it's going to be in that next month. It's called How a Girl Disappears. Start by swallowing the words, hold them behind your teeth until your jaw aches. Learn to taste blood when you bite down on help. Fold your shoulders inward so no one can see the curve of your spine. Press your knees together so tightly you forget how to run. Watch your hands tremble in your lap. Imagine they belong to someone else. A girl who still laughs in open fields. A girl you can't remember being. Avoid mirrors. If you must look, blur your eyes. Count each bruise like a secret star chart. Name them after all the apologies you never got. Listen for his footsteps, the door creak, the hush before danger. Train your body to freeze before the threat even arrives. Shrink your voice into a whisper, then into silent nod. And okay when you must say yes without moving your lips. With each passing day, forget the taste of birthday cake, the softness of your favorite stuffed bear, the way your name used to sound when someone called it with love. Make yourself so small you can slip behind curtains, into closets, into the space between heartbeats. If you do it right, you'll become an outline, a ghost in your own bed, a girl-shaped silence no one can hear scream. Next one is called Anger is a Room. Anger is a room, and I've been locked in it for far too long, with too many ghosts. The girl I love closed the door before I could even land, even before the ticket was bought. Said I'd get bored, as if I'd fly thousands of miles for entertainment. I fly for her, but she doesn't see that. She never sees me. My roommate walks through the house like I don't exist. We used to talk. Now I step lightly, breathe quieter, just to avoid reminding her I'm still there. And me, I'm angry most all the time. I'm angry at myself most of all for eating what hurts, for staying quiet, for calling this coping instead of what it really is, a slow unraveling. I beat myself, lessen myself, criticize myself, make myself small, call myself a failure until there's nothing left of me. I'm fading. I'm tired of being the only one who seems to notice the good things about me. I want to scream without apology. I want to blame without cleaning it up. I want the world to feel my pulse again before I disappear completely. And the next one's one of my favorite ones. It's called Scream on Paper. I was never taught to be a child. I was only ever taught to stay quiet, taught to withhold truths without outright telling lies before I knew it could cost me. I always believed love was earned by merely showing up, doing as told. But over and over, I was told that I was too much and not enough all at the same time. And now I'm just invisible. So I wrote louder, loved harder, shouted into blank pages, waiting for something to answer. Nothing ever did. And now I'm angry. I will not rhyme pretty for your comfort. I will not apologize for the sharp edges of survival. I scream on paper because I was punished for screaming in real life, because the world turned down the volume and said, now, be brave, be quiet. Well, fuck quiet. These poems are bloodletting. These lines are broken because I was. These poems don't spew, they split open the quiet. They're not here to inspire, they're here to survive. I'm not a metaphor for your healing journey. I'm a warning sign, torn down, repainted in rage. This is not poetry. This is evidence. This is what it sounds like when a girl stops pretending and finally opens her throat. Thank you.
God damn. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Sam Hardy.
Oh, powerful, Sam.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Are you
Thank
kidding me
you.
right now?
Oh,
You say fuck quiet.
Wow.
this ain't a
Sam,
poem, it's evidence.
your words are so important to everyone.
What?
Just
Oh
Thank
man,
you.
I have not listened to poetry like this in a long time. What? Wow.
Yeah, this phrase, a girl-shaped silence, it just made me think, we
Yo.
cast aspersions so easily on these other cultures we see taking place in places like Afghanistan, but all those values are underneath this society big time, and your poem really illustrated that.
She said anger is a room.
Right.
Anger is a
Right.
room. What the hell, bro?
Right. Listen, what you do, Sam, is uniquely you. It is beautifully brilliant. And I can totally see why these publications are picking up your work, right? Um, you said in How a Girl Disappears. First of all, great title. Learn to taste blood when you bite down on help. Name them after all the apologies you never got. In the space between heartbeats, right? A girl-shaped silence. That's just, come on, right? In the second piece, you said fly thousands of miles for entertainment. No one does that. I want to scream without apology. Love that. Scream on paper. That's got to be one of my favorite poems, for real. Loved earned merely by showing up. Now I'm just invisible. I will not rhyme pretty for your comfort. I need that on a shirt. For real. I will not rhyme pretty for your comfort. That's just work. Thank you, Sam, for doing what you do and sharing it with us. You're amazing. All right. Two more artists, and we are going to go to halftime. Coming up next. Love when the priestess comes through. Love when the priestess comes through. She is one of my spiritual advisors. She is a connection to the ancestors, and she is just a blessing every time she comes through. The one and only Oshun Yo Yen in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you. Please take it away.
I can be found in all the usual places, and sometimes I can be found found pouring libation by a tree, asking for help in this crazy situation we're all in. So, as Elemental said, I'm a priestess, specifically an Oshun priestess, and most importantly, in my priesthood, I'm a diviner. A diviner. I give readings. I do readings. I don't do fortune telling, so get that term out of your head. But anyway, this poem addresses some of that, and it's called "They Speak to Me." They speak to me in planets, moons, asteroids, and stars, all swirling around a golden molten sun. They speak to me in aspects, trines, squares, opposition, quincunxes, and conjunctions. They speak in many terms, retrogrades, transits, and progressions, moon nodes, Arabic parts of fortune, tropical and sidereal. It is the language of the interrelated, the tiniest speck, just a part of the whole. They speak to me in the tarot, whispering, murmuring secrets of the unknown for each questioner. They speak in arcanas, major and minor. They speak in wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. A new path blazed by the fool, transformed in temperance, completed in the procession of the world. They speak to me in the I Ching, the book of changes, hexagrams, 6 lines of all 64 hexagrams, yin and yang, dark and light. Earth prophecy based in the 4 directions and their children, imparting wisdom and guidance for the superior person. They speak to me in the geomantic data of Ifa, again in light and dark, binary, mathematically encoded data, 2, 2 squared, 4 squared, 16 squared, equaling 256, ancient, older than time. The poetry of Orunmila runs 256, 16 times 16, the same bits as a computer from the ancient times, ancient wisdom past from shadows past. They speak to me in spirits divine, Orunmila, Obatala, Ogun, Shango, and my mother Oshun. Oh, how she speaks to me. From secrets taught only in the womb, directly from the breath of Olodumare. They speak to me. I love listening to the divinities and the oracles. This is a mystical conversation, my destiny, and I have no choice but to listen and tell you what I hear. Ashe.
Hey.
Ashe. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Oshun. Yo, yeah.
Yes.
Shoot.
They speak to me in asteroids and
Yes.
stars.
I'm just trying to determine whether
Unbelievable.
we're eating
Really?
now or going out at some point and then eating later. That's honestly what I'm just trying to figure out.
This is a mystical conversation.
We don't eat now.
Bro. They speak to me in asteroids and stars. How? How?
And where can I find those glasses? Where can I get some glasses like that?
Right.
Yeah, points for those glasses.
Love those glasses. Love those glasses.
Love them.
Big
Yeah, I
points for
love
those
these.
glasses.
I love
I
you.
really felt you, being the vessel for all that spirit and energy. You are just one of the most open conduits I experience lately in life. It's beyond generosity.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I do my prayers, I pray to be able to see everything I need to see to help other people to live a nice, good, long life. That's my prayer. And you have to remember, it's not me. It's what's speaking to me and through me. You have to remember that. So yes, you're right. You have to be a conduit. And you can't interfere with the message. You just have to be a conduit.
I think that's something that Din Logan teaches, if I'm not mistaken. I've had a reading done before, and I found it extremely beneficial. It was a kind of cross between prophecy and advice, and a little bit of sort of saying, take notice of these things. I don't know how to phrase that any other way, but the seer, the Alufa, was very much about, these things are happening and you should pay attention to them. And it wasn't a judgmental thing at all. It was a kind of advisory in a sense. That's what I
You
hear in
completely
your
got
work
it.
when
You
you
got
do
it.
these things.
You completely got it. You understand it. I can tell you that. You understand it.
See, you see what happens? You see what happens? You get the right people in the right spaces at the right time, and enlightenment happens, right? Progress happens. I love your connection. I love your focus and dedication to being that conduit. And it comes through so very beautifully, right? Imparting wisdom and guidance from a superior being, the same bits from a computer from the ancient times, right? They speak to me in tarot. I love listening to the divinities in the oracles. I mean, y'all just y'all can see why she's one of my spiritual advisors. She continues to do just that. Thank you so much for maintaining that connection and being such a magnificent conduit. Truly, truly appreciate you. All right, coming up next, and we'll go to halftime. It's been too long. We have been just out of whack for a while, like way off balance and off kilter, just like leaning like we need a V8 or something, because we haven't heard this gentleman. Because I'm telling you, his work just seems to put our week and our days into alignment. Missed you so much, man. The one and only Joski C is in the building. Come on, Joski. Let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you. Please, take it away.
Hey, Elemental. Coming through.
Like a rock star as always, Joski. Come on.
I have another question. Is it sustained?
Beautifully. Your sound system is incredible.
Okay, because Zoom was messing with me. Okay, thank you. Trump stopped the aid for Uganda. Ebola's on the rise. Experts without funding. Children won't survive. Bed nets left in factories. Unable to protect. All these heirs of Africa from malaria. A tariff on their lives. Trump stopped the trucks in Zambia to stop the medicine. A businessman's transaction, trade the young for dollar signs. A tariff on their lives. Trump stopped the research and the trials all over this world, fed the patients to the pathogens. AIDS, TB, malaria, fever spread like fire. Treatments have stopped, funding is gone. Executive orders, funeral songs. Trump stopped the world from breathing, withholding oxygen. to suffocate the poorest ones in the clinics of the slums. A tariff on their lives. Trump stopped the research and the trials all over this world, fed the patients to the pathogens. AIDS, TB, malaria, fever spread like fire. Treatments have stopped, funding is gone. Executive orders, funeral songs. No bed nets are arriving. Children won't survive. Trump has withheld funding, a tariff on their lives. A tariff on their lives.
That dude is just iconic, man. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Joski. See?
Woo, do you know how to play guitar?
Glad to hear you.
That was
Wow.
beautiful. Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Encore.
I missed your guitar,
Yeah.
Joski.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Really like the kind of your guitar, the pacing, it was kind of just strolling through this thing. You wanted to linger on all of this, well, with good reason, and it really is a sonic event that really doesn't make it an effort, to say the least, to sustain your attention.
Absolutely. Joski, you are such a one of a kind cat. Your songwriting is always on par. Your musicianship is always stellar. Here's a crazy idea that I just had. I would love to hear a song with Joski C on guitar and Albie on bass. For those of you who know. Albie on bass, shout out JSW, right? Joski, your songs are always so on point. Take care, Jane. Thank you so much for coming through. I truly appreciate you for coming through. Really, all love and light to you and Albie. Can't thank you enough. Really, been too long. I'll see you soon. Joski, you know, what you do is just amazing, sir. The way that you write your songs, right? A tariff on their lives, executive orders, funeral songs, like that's just money. Again, another t-shirt, withholding oxygen, stop the research and the trials. How do you expect to find cures, right? Lead the patients to the pathogen, like, this is why we don't have more people surviving. There's no money in cures. The money is in treatment. And that's what they want to secure. Thank you, Joski, for doing what you do and maintaining such a high level of musicianship. We truly appreciate you. Shout out Deneen. For real. Thank you so much, Joski, for doing what you do. All right, folks. We have reached halftime. We are a little behind schedule, and that is my apologies. But we are going to get to it, folks. Truly. Good. All right. So please prepare yourself. We're going to get to halftime really quick. And then we will be back with our next performer, you know, and then we're going to keep going with this amazing night. It has been an amazing night so far. I can't thank all of you enough. So let's get to halftime. We shall see you shortly. And thank you for tuning in to the online open mic with the greatest community in the world. Week after week, you keep this flame of artistry burning with a light that transcends time, distance, and borders. Now, welcome to the Halftime Report. I'm your correspondent. My name is Elemen2al, bringing you the latest news and upcoming events proudly presented by the legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and as always, keep creating. The New Eurekan Bowery Slam, happening every Monday at the Bowery Poetry Club in New York City, hosted by Luna Rosa and Jay Rose. Winner receives a $20 cash prize and a chance to compete in the final Friday Slam, occurring on the last Friday of the month at the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater, hosted by Matthew Marroquin and Paul Conqueso. Winner receives a $100 cash prize, plus a nomination to compete in the annual Grand Slam. This month we'll be featuring Emmy-nominated poet and author Alejandro Jimenez, plus a Twilight Hour open mic. Make sure you come through for the score. For more details on the Slam season, including rules, winners, and current year scoreboard, go to neweurekan.org/slam. Our open mics at the Lower East Side Center are finally back from the Hot Poet Summer and better than ever. The venue records high-quality audio and video of all performances, and they are live streamed to the Lower East Siders and New Eurekan's YouTube channels. The first Wednesday of the month, we have Women's Orator Wednesday, aka WOW, hosted by somebody's mama. Make sure you come through. It's gonna be amazing. The remaining Wednesdays of the month, we have the New Eurekan Open Mic, hosted by Brian Acosta Aria, aka Brian the Motel Guy. Make sure you plug in. It is going to be something special. Our online programs include the online open mic, weekly on Thursdays via Zoom. All styles welcome. Every performer has 4 minutes to get down. It is absolutely free with different themes every week. Also on the second Tuesday of every month via Zoom, hosted by Tony McPherson, the coach of the 2025 Slam team, is the Slam Workshop. Bring your poems for a Slam performance and to workshop. Again, absolutely free. There are many other in-person and online events coming up. For info and tickets of all the programming, you can go to neweurekan.org/calendar. Our social media and website and other links, including how to sign up for the mailing list, you go to our Linktree/New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Visit our YouTube channel to catch past live streams of online and Lower East Side Center open mics, beatniks, and special events at Battery Park City, Poetry House, and NJ Pack. The New Eurekan Poets Cafe is a non-profit 501c3 organization based in New York City on the Lower East Side. Ticket sales and grants don't cover all of our programs and operations expenses. So here are ways that you can help support us in our mission to continue with moving poetry forward. Our merchandise, shirts, hats, and tote bags available for purchase at our New Yo table and in-person events, or go to neweurekan.org/merch. Spring and summer collection coming soon. Also, check out and subscribe to our Patreon site. Gain access to video recordings of in-person events not available online for the public. Go to patreon.com/New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Special thanks to our tech team, our programs and operations team, all of our hosts, our executive director, and all our sponsors for helping us to continue to move our artwork forward. We appreciate you for all your continued support, helping us to keep the spirit of artistry and inspiration of poetry alive and moving forward through the spirit of our founders. Brought to you by Elemental Vision Works, inspiring change through passionate poetry and creative production.
Your energy and passion make our community truly shine. Thank you.
We appreciate you. Now, back to the show. Peace. Of course, you can't hear me. You know how we do, folks. It has been an amazing night so far. I can't thank you all enough for doing what you do. Let's keep it going. Coming up next, Brooklyn in the building. Stand up. This incredible artist continues to come through. Storytellers in the building. She comes through with that work, y'all, for real. Unlike any other artist I know, she puts it in. The one and only Markensia is in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. It is great to see you as always. Please, take it away. Can't hear you yet. Can't hear you yet, but we are gonna get there. We are gonna get there.
Could hear me now.
There we go.
Maman, 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 ou bien grande maman, qui gen yon ti nom, fiole, comme tradition, te kon fè l'huile maskreti. Yon jem cultural. Li te kultivel, griyel, pilel, bouil, réduit l'huile. Ou ka bwel, servi avel comme laxative, avec lok pou ti bébé. Ou ka masajel nan tout potet ou, avec nan tout pou. Ou ka masajel nan cheve ou, bien fè moun rale ou. Si ou ta gen chans perdi l'huile masqueti, c'est pi mauvais nouvel. Lò pran mauvais nouvel, ou bien ou fè saisissement, ou ka pase l'huile masqueti en bakou avec nan potet ou. Et ou ka bwe yon kiyel l'huile masqueti avec sel. Thank you. Merci.
See, I want all of y'all to be on notice that you should definitely come through and speak your native tongue in the entirety of your artistry. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Markensia.
That was beautiful.
Thank you so much for
Are
bringing
you
it.
Haitian by any chance?
Say that again?
Are you Haitian?
I think so. I believe so.
Yeah. I picked it up. One love.
That was beautiful.
Thank you so much for bringing your language here. That's what the cafe was built for and thrives on and can never get enough of. That was such a privilege and a form of enlightenment, that's not easily occurred upon.
Can I say something?
Please.
Yes, I was referring to the traditional Haitian black castor oil and how it's been used in different ways. So I just spoke about it in general terms in Creole.
I kind of caught the word laxative and I thought something was up on that end.
Wait. Did you say in Creole?
Yes, Haitian Creole.
Listen, y'all. Hold up. We're talking history this evening between what Lantern did and what Markensia just did. We are talking about a lineage. We are talking about between what Bob and Goma did and Oshun Yin, and we're talking about people who have progressed through this life, and those are just very, very serious dialects and terms and tongues that people don't speak in on a regular basis, but they conjure so many things. So thank you for keeping that language alive. Thank you for keeping those memories in the forefront of our minds. It is very, very important. Thank you. Thank you for doing what you do. All right, let's keep it going. Where is that cat at? Come on, man. VA in the building. Black on Black Rhyme in the building. Bars in the building. This cat right here, man, I'm telling you, one of my favorites. Ran into this cat at Sept-4-2025. He's a beast in the best of ways. The one and only Nick Austin, aka Bars in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you, bro. Please take it away.
Appreciate you. Thank you. My name is Nick Austin, aka Bars. I was wrestling with what to do tonight. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I was like, could I go political? Do I do a pussy poem? Like I ain't know what the vibe was. But I got something. It's fun. It's funny. This is a poem about hypocrisy, but not in a way that y'all can see, at least not yet. I got to give you some context. My homie told me he caught his girl sending a naughty, kind text to another man. I said I didn't understand. How'd you know? He said he found her phone laying on the bed while she was taking a shower. When he read the messy message, he felt like she was taking his power by letting another man place other hands all over her motherland. She was his Africa, and he knew that there were countless colonizers continuously chasing after her with the sole intent of grabbing her precious resources and draining her dry. He explained to me why he was so suspicious in the first place. He said that any woman who lets you get past first base on the first date is either a dirty little thought or a gold digger trying to get her purse straight. Either way, in his eyes, those women make the worst mate. I said, hold up. I wonder how you acting holier than thou as if you've never had a slice of hoe cake. Cause wasn't you just in some IG model's DMs the other day dropping a snowflake, telling her she's so icy and you a glacier boy? See, when you point out hypocrisy to a hypocrite, they avoid accountability, calling a woman a thought just because she didn't wait to give up the box, saying it messed up his whole mood. But he out here giving out his eggplant like they do free samples at Whole Foods. And he mad at his lady for entertaining other suitors. Whole time, and he mad at his lady for entertaining other suitors, but it doesn't suit him when you point out that he be acting like one of the NBA's top shooters, pulling up from Curry range with all the shots he be taking. The message of this poem will not be mistaken. This is a poem about hypocrisy. I see it every day as far as the eye can see. Like Socrates, my philosophy is that a lot of dudes out here are full of shit. So the only bag they need to get is the one for colostomy. Talk about hypocrisy. You see, my homie was pissed that his girl had broken his trust. Reading their text thread that was dripping with lust, seeing her talking about her past of stripping for bucks and him saying that he wanted to fuck again. Whew. So not only did she send this guy pictures of her pussy, but she had already let him touch it. So my homie said, fuck it, I'ma hear it straight from the source. So of course, he went to dial the number. And because this is a poem about hypocrisy, I stood there and watched the whole thing. The other guy's name was listed in her phone as Pizza Hut. He called him, and my phone rang. Poem.
Oh, unmute yourself. Give it up for Pizza Hut.
I'm going to Domino's from here on out. Domino's for life.
It's a pizza, baby. Nick,
you changing my name to Papa John's
right now. You told my
Little
story.
Caesar.
Just call me Little Caesar.
You are my official
Pizza,
off right
pizza.
now. You told my story. Why the hell would you do that? You off from now. You off.
Appreciate
you.
y'all.
You phoned in a
Calling
prank
someone out
pizza
like
to
that.
your own self.
Speaking the truth. Speaking the truth. Coming from a
Stop
woman.
calling people out like that, huh?
Your delivery was so wonderful. You know, the first time I heard you do a poem, which wasn't that long ago, you have this way of delivering sometimes. There's so many of the rhymes just disappear to the point where it's like you could be saying this to somebody like in an office or at a bus stop, and they wouldn't catch on. It's something you wrote as a poem.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. Thank you.
This guy. Yo. Listen, it's Freshetta. Definitely. It's Freshetta. Listen, that's just work, my guy. For real. That's just work from the messy message, the other hands all over her motherland, right? Grabbing her precious resources, money, right? Acting holier than thou, like you never had a slice of whole cake. Like you better talk that talk, homie, for real. The only bag they need to get is the one for colostomy. But the Pizza Hut line, it just slayed everybody, bro. It was just done. Appreciate you, man. Really, for doing what you do. Continue to rip it at that high level, right? Listen, and congrats on the sobriety too. I know you're still on that life, man. For real. Appreciate you for that. All right. Coming up next, possibly one's other better half getting down on that thing. Listen, this artist right here, if you don't know, now you know. She has a album on YouTube Music. Make sure you plug in. She's doing her thing on that R&B thing. Trust and believe. She's all kinds of incredible, whether she's reading poetry or singing you love songs. The one and only Lovely, the poet in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you, Queen. Please take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you always. I'm so glad to be here. It's my birthday month, so I'm excited. I'm glowing. I'm trying to be in all of my Virgo essence. And oh, my book, Lovely Truths and Metaphorical Violence by Lovely the Poet. And I'll drop my stuff after because I'll be forgetting beforehand. Thank you guys. My birthday is literally a week away, so it's the 11th. So thank you so much. So when I was thinking about the theme, I instantly was like, okay, I know what poem I'm going to do. It's the last poem in my book, and I'm gonna just read it because it's hard to explain. But yes, it's called Tea Party in Eve's Garden. Scene: Alice from Alice in Wonderland meets Medusa from Greek mythology and Eve from the Bible's garden one night. They are all Black. Alice stumbles around, arms wilted from abandonment and hallucination. Medusa cradles her in her arms and tells her not to look into her eyes. Eve brings them both tea, doesn't wince when they both reach their feet up to rest on her table. Instead, gives them pillows and tells them not to eat the fruit. They all lie on a stone path and assess the woes of their day. Alice, now a teenager, knows all the words to Puff the Magic Dragon and Snoop Dogg's entire discography, breathes more smoke than air, and likes cartoons more than she has in 12 years. When she was 12, her parents split, and shit's been an uphill shitstorm since. She has a cat named Sesh, loves cannabis tea and long walks in the moonlight, but not long walks home from work. Tonight has been a night. Cat called on the way home, has a monster headache, and just needs to escape. Eve sighs, lying back on her elbows, cackling about how her new man still thinks she's just a reflection of him. Going on and on about how this ain't the old days and how she's been there and done that and bore the fruits of that labor many moons ago. Looks up at the stars and casually pours wine into her decaffeinated hibiscus and toasts to menopause. Medusa gawks at them both, grins the way elders do when they've heard it all before, says nothing, calms the hissing in her ears just to recollect the things taken from her by men, and everything else. The things she's taken back, wishes to interject but does not. Eventually, Eve gets so drunk she passes Alice the bottle, starts slurring and giving her the "you don't need no man" speech. Meanwhile, Alice is trying to figure out which one of her hands is holding the wine. She gets the munchies and grabs an apple. Medusa turns it to stone and she chips a tooth. Livid, she snaps in Medusa's direction. "Would you rather your freedom or your fare?" she whispers in her teacup with a side of side eye. The sky is spindling glowy glitter on all of their faces. No one looks at Medusa, but she gazes over them all at once, dances with the plants. They all settle on the topic of the pointlessness of bras when Alice attempts to repurpose hers as a hat. They all burst into laughter, throwing their heads back and kicking their feet, freeing the arches of their backs from the weights of the universe, grasping at their stomachs for air. They cultivate black femme wisdom all through the night, eat what they want, imagine themselves time over again, each time better than before, drinking tea and wine in the garden of black femme wisdom. Ashe.
Ashe. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Lovely the poet.
Beautiful.
Did you just say no one looks at Medusa, but she glances at them all at once?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Did you just? All right.
All right.
Stop.
Man, I
Yeah.
love that. That was
Yeah.
so
I'm done. Stop. Why would you
I
say that?
appreciate
That was
y'all.
beautiful line. Oh my god.
Thank
That
you
was
so
a
much.
beautiful line. That was a
This is
lovely
one of
line.
my
Oh my
favorite
god,
poems.
you wrote. You
Yeah.
really did right. Oh, that was nice. Oh,
Thank
wow.
you, thank you,
That was
thank you.
nice.
What a
Cultivate black wisdom. That's another phrase that needs to be on a billboard somewhere.
Oh yes, I should do t-shirts.
Come on now. This is the night for it, right? Um, you had me at they're all black. Just okay. Okay. They're all black. Giving the "you don't need no man" speech. Just saying. Just saying. Like, make sure y'all go back and watch the recording on YouTube to catch all of the references that Lovely was pushing. Listen, that was amazing work. Make sure you get her book. Make sure you plug in with her album. All amazing work. Appreciate you for doing what you do and sharing it with us. All right, let's keep it going. Coming up next, this incredible artist makes room and space for so many other artists on so many other platforms, whether it be poetry games or karaoke ships, sinks lips or lip sync ships. Um, PGN in the building. She is an editor. She is just all kinds of incredible when it comes to our craft. She will continue to put you on. All you got to do is plug in to the one and only Finn Bell in the building. I like to call her the daughter of Krypton. Let these folks know where they can find you. It is always great to see you. Please take it away.
It's always very lovely to see you, Elemental. Hello, family. You can find me on Instagram, Finn_Bell. So I want this to be Poetry Family's choice. I put together another community knitted poem of lines from everybody. We could do that, or we could do a fairly new poem that I did for Saturday night special. Their theme was games. Choices. What would you like? Choices. Yes.
Everybody hit the chat. Hit the chat. Let's see what we come up with.
New poem. All right. Okay. So this is called Rules of Engagement. It was for the SNS games theme. Life is a ceaseless board game where we navigate the twists and turns of fate. We roll the dice and the numbers tremble, giddy with possibility, each choice becoming a hollow promise. The stakes are stacked high, our hearts, souls, and sanity hanging in the balance. We make course-altering choices. In doing so, accept consequences and outcomes. Here we try to outmaneuver the opponent. When was it we became our own greatest rival? Memories play hide and seek with the fragility of our emotions, taunting us with their elusiveness. We painstakingly sift through fragments of false presenting scenarios, search for truth burrowed in past nuggets and dust motes. We hold them to the light, testing reality, replaying, rewinding, and fast forwarding through the odd shaped jigsaw of our mind. Grief's puzzle pieces confound most, refusing to fit neatly into the floppy structure we have constructed. We search for borders, for meaning in their curves, for a way to make sense of the fragments. Parts that used to join cease fitting one another. This dismantles us. Grief's offered solution winds a maze with new twists at every turn. What is the magical tactic to find our way out? Or is there no exit, only a journey deeper into the labyrinth? Love states its rules of engagement clearly, yet we ignore them, cheating ourselves to gain, coveting the prize promised at the end. Some rules are unwritten, and those that attempt to offer scant counsel are illegible. Love has become the ultimate card game, a high-stakes gamble where the deck shuffles at its own whim, without warning, without consulting its book for fairness. We must adopt repeatedly to the hand that we are dealt. Were life, loss, and love ever not this screwed up high-stakes game? We are ready to happily lose ourselves, risk everything precious to win, but what's the prize awaiting us? And at what sacrifice? At what cost? In these games, we submit to be both the player and the pawn, and we chart the tilting board. The game continues. The dice rolls once more. The cards are dealt. We play on. We acknowledge we remain perpetually muddled on the outcome. Trust assigns us as fools. Trust assigns us as full believers of rational stakes. Thank you.
I don't know how you do it, but you always do. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Finn. Boo!
So fun.
Finn is in my top 20 people that bring it. You know, she's not poetry, she's poet free. You know, salute to that. One love. Every line you say is beautiful. We are readily able to lose ourselves. Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Stop.
part of the spellbinding aspect of how you do
You
these
know,
things is your tone, your delivery is kind of almost, it reminds me of sort of like a tour guide, but it's also very sage, you know? It's like you're really chaperoning people through these situations, and it really makes the poem touching in a way.
yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a Pisces baby, so yeah.
I think each line is like its own poem. It almost stands alone. I mean, they all go together, but
Thank you, Bonnie. You gave me an idea. It's gonna germinate into different poems. Thank you so much.
That was incredible, Finn. Te amo muchas.
Te amo, spectacular. Love you. Karaoke night. Love you.
Oh, listen, it reminds me of the Keeper of Concrete who writes in Suicide Lines when every line is just very stark, very concrete, you know, and the next line is greater than the last line. So, what you do is incredible. Life is a ceaseless word game. She mentioned Death Notes. Shout out to anime lovers in the building, for real. The odd shaped jigsaw of our mind. Love states its rules of engagement clearly. Oh, I love it. The deck shuffles art and swim like the player and the pawn. Is that not a movie? Is that not a book? Is that not a story title? Yeah. Love it. Thank you for doing what you do. Our resident superhero in the building continues to do what she does to help move poetry forward. Make sure you plug in with Finn Bell and the Poetry Global Network. Appreciate you for all that you do. All right. Coming up next, it has been too long since we got a chance to hear from this cat. He has dealt with some life-changing things. I am thankful that he is here. I had a chance to rap with him earlier. We are blessed by his presence, and this poem is about to get y'all for real. It's been too long, brother. The one and only Zom Konto in the building. Man, let these folks know where they can find you. Atmosphere Rearrangers, Storm Gods in the building. Let these folks know what it is, man. Great to see you. Please take it
Yeah,
away.
bless. You hear me?
Oh, we got you.
Okay, all right. So on August 11, that was my 9/11, except that it was 8/11. I lost my little brother. So I still been trying to recollect myself because my young brother was everything to me. So this is what I wrote about the spice of life. They say the world is built on flavor, that every culture carries a spice like a secret key. Cinnamon, warming the air in an utopian kitchen. Turmeric, staining the fingertips of an Indian grandmother. Thyme, carried on the Caribbean breeze like a hymn. I never knew grief could taste so sharp, like pepper bending the back of the throat, until my brother left this earth on August 11th. He was He was my spice of life, a blend that didn't belong to one recipe, one tradition. He was salt and sweetness, laughter and thunder, the kind of person who walked into a room and shifted the flavor of the air. I think of him now in fragments, nutmeg, grated fresh, reminding me of Christmas mornings. Ginger, biting yet healing, like his tough love. Paprika, that splash of color no dish can live without. That was him. Always the brightness, the accent mark at the end of a dull sentence. Cultures meet in the kitchen, and so did we. Brother and sibling, fire and water, sometimes clashing, sometimes harmonizing, but always learning how difference doesn't divide us, it seasons us. It seasons us. He told me that. He He told me that blending traditions isn't compromise, it's creation. When he laughed, it was cumin, earthly, grounding, reminding you belonged. When he argued, it was chilly, a sting that left you awake, alive to your own stubbornness. When he hugged me on the phone, it was saffron, rare, delicate, the kind of embrace you never forget if you are too slow to love. And so I gather him now, like recipes passed down, each memory a spice jar on the shelf of my chest. I opened one when the night feels heavy, a clove to ward off the cold of absence. I open another when I need courage, black pepper reminding me to keep moving. And sometimes I simply sit with the silence, with the empty bowl, knowing the dish of my days will never taste the same without my little bro. But grief, too, is a tradition. It teaches us to hold on to flavor even when the feast is gone. It teaches us that the ones we love do not vanish, they dissolve into the broth of our living, become part of the simmer, the aroma rising in every pot we stir. Brother, you're still my spice of life. Still the cinnamon in my stories. Still the heart in my prayers. Still the sweetness in the air when I whisper your name. Across cultures, across oceans, across this divide between life and death, I carry you. And when I sit at the table with my people, breaking bread, passing plates, I will taste you in every tradition. A reminder that love, like spice, never disappears. It lingers. It lives on the tongue. I'm sorry that I failed you. I love you. Amadella. Rest in peace, my younger bro. Okay, I'm done.
Please unmute yourself. Give it up for Zomkonto.
I love you, brother.
Thank you,
Sorry.
Zontanto.
Sorry for your loss.
Condolences.
Love, bro. That was amazing, man.
So beautiful.
My condolences.
Amazing.
Truest condolences to you and your family, man. I don't believe you failed him, no, man. Don't let yourself believe that you failed him. Don't put your heart there, dude. Your mind. Your little brother's proud of you, man.
And you ain't no runner, Kanto. You ain't never been a runner. So don't run from the emotion. It's real.
Yeah.
It's love. Like, that's honest. So
yeah.
Purest form.
Yeah, grief is a tradition too. So
Listen, man, as I told you earlier, same thing. Do not feel that you failed him. If anything, you are doing him justice by being here, by showing your emotion, by being in this moment, by dealing with your grief and allowing it to come through you, for speaking in that voice. It's just amazing. Those are the poems, folks. I've said this before. We have a great time writing to themes about rainbows and apples and teddy bears. But those are the poems that we need to write. This is what I love about poets, because poetry is also about healing. Gotta give me one of those. I'm telling you, I gotta give me one of those. For real. Thank you, Zomkonto, for sharing your brother with us, for sharing your family with us. We send you healing energy to you and your family as you traverse through the stages of grief. We appreciate you. A true Zulu. Appreciate you, man. All right. Let's keep it going. Coming up next. This artist has such a very unique title. She contacted me and said, "Oh, I have this name." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, what? I've never heard anything like that." Between the name for her latest venture and the poems that she writes about her son, she is so uniquely beautiful. I look forward to all that she has to share with us. The one and only Yun in the building. Come on, let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
You can find me this Saturday in Pomona reading. So I put the information in there. And if any of you are in California, please come visit and say hi. So the first poem I'm reading is going to be published in a journal called a collection called Insurgent Imagination. So it's about I'll just read it. Reclamation Song. Write poems in dead languages of the colonized. Celebrate quelled rebellions and parades with parades and plaques. Flowers at hidden graves and funerals for the never buried. Excavate often written history and upload into cloud. And then for a little, I was thinking it's not so much blended culture, but a little bit about culture anyway. My lover and I bicker about eggs. I left them unrefrigerated, sitting in the faux marble kitchen bench next to the Instant Pot and the jars of beans I never eat. Whenever he cooked, he nagged me and put them back in the fridge. After he left, I would take them out again. He asked me why. I told him because I am from Hong Kong, where open-air street markets display eggs in large piles of white, beige, and brown together, sorted by size and not color, and priced by piece. Turns out in America, companies wash and bleach the eggs, removing bloom, a covering that keeps bacteria out of the porous shell. When I heard that, a sudden hole appeared in my heart because my life lacked bloom and my eggs needs to be refrigerated. Homesickness seeps through exposed pores.
Homesickness? Oh my gosh. This is what we call last line damage. Unmute yourself. Give it up for you.
That was amazing.
Thank
Thank you.
Bravo.
Fantastic.
That was great. I just read this article about whether we should keep our eggs refrigerated or not. Just the other day, and because I thought you didn't have to, and this whole thing said yes, you must keep it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, it was a real argument for a long time.
That was great, and to put it in a poem is really wonderful.
You can take the woman out of the culture, but
Can't take my eggs.
Your pen is beautiful. Your pen is lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have heard this argument.
Yeah, it's a beautiful pen. Oh my God, you write beautifully.
For sure. Like, I have heard this argument. I've heard people in Europe don't refrigerate their eggs, but it is a must in America. And then listen, our Iowa farmer in here is saying, "Hey, as a chicken farmer, outside, unless they're washed, then they go in the fridge." Right? So hey, you know what I mean? I will listen to the chicken farmer. I'm just saying. What you do is just amazing, right? I love how you mentioned your culture in the open air street markets, right? because that right there shows a cultural difference, which means that you have different nuances, right? Of how you do things, right? It's like, oh no, don't do that. Which reminds me of how relationships go sometimes. If you're from different cultures, then you are following behind your partner. It's like, oh no, you don't do that. You don't do that. You have to undo that. You don't tie this. You don't jar that. You put this over here, right? So I appreciate the fact that you actually wove that into your poem. Um, you said companies wash and bleach the eggs. That's just kind of disturbing, which leads me to question why there are white and brown eggs. Thank you so much, Yun, for doing what you do and sharing it with us. Glad you made it on the guaranteed list. Absolutely amazing. Appreciate you. All right. There are 3 left on the guaranteed list and 2 on the good luck round. Let's get to it. Coming up next, where is that cat at? There he is. This cat puts in work, man. He is a producer. He is an author, a writer, a poet. He puts in work, man. Every time he comes through, man, it's just incredible, man. And I look forward to it every single time. The one and only Warren Dixon in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Great to see you as always. Please take it away.
Thanks, E. Great to see you as well. Appreciate you, man. So, this tribute poem that I have was actually from last week's theme, which was value of community. So I figured I'd share it tonight. So this is called September to Remember at New Eurekan. It's Beyonce's birthday today, but personally for me, I don't give a fuck. Anytime the Bayhive came after me, I would just turn my head and duck. I'm a ride or die for Elemental till the wheels fall off his truck, because the road may be icy like what I got in my veins, and I ain't got to use a hockey puck. I'm going to keep it a buck. When I sing, my melodies are symmetrical, like a raw riff. I can mix and master with a Jedi. I'm Paul Skiff. They must call me the jump off, because I just fell from a tall cliff. Aw, shit. I used to love going to Finn Bell's karaoke's, man. That was always a special treat. My eye inspiration for music never stays silent, but my heart for singing stays on repeat. The next record that I make, I swear, y'all, I'm certainly turning up the heat, because I get busy on the track when I'm coming in hot, dog. And I ain't talking about mustard on the beat. What's sweet is I got bars like Nick Austin, and I ain't talking about granola. I once had a crush on Dr. Pepper till my Pepsi talk was on Coca-Cola. I can spot Sam Hardy's true colors from afar without the means of Crayola. Hola, I'm good at high fives and dapping people up, but I got handshakes that harden steel. Joski sees music gives me butterflies. It's just the way he makes me feel. I got all the drive in the world, and it never required me using an automobile. Let me be real. Football season has begun, and my jersey's ready to go. I'm a New York Giants fan, and we'll break through walls like Jericho. It's funny how they say Queens get the money, but like Catman Bill, they haven't been to Buffalo. I'll have you know, it's called a crescendo for a reason, because I can make a sound rise. My poetry skills are so large that maybe I should downsize. Beauty lies with the beholder, like Roz Diaz through her big brown eyes. Round skies remind me of heaven, especially when I'm in a good mood. The way my words hit your digestive system, you can call this New Eurekan soul food. Let's hope that after I end this poem, I pray that I'm not going to get booed. To conclude, I always admire having a blast at New Eurekan. It'll never quit. Spending Thursdays with some of the dopest poets here is always lit. Before I turn it over to Elemental, there's something I gotta spit. Don't fuck with Warren Swagtastical Dixon Jr. when it comes to this poetry shit. To get access to all my social media links, please look out in the chat below.
Yo, you better come through with that URL shit, man, for real. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Warren
Hell yeah.
Dixon.
Hell yeah, that's that
Warren.
poetry and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Bringing it, Warren.
Yeah, the swag-tastic
You're
was
spared.
unmistakable.
You're spared. That's,
was that.
you know, like me, like I love when people snap. You just snapped.
Right. The swag was definitely demonstrated tonight.
You know what I mean? The song was on point.
I like
You
the New
know,
Yorican soul food
you know what I
line for
mean?
sure.
That was soul food. Nice.
Yeah, that was dope.
Man, y'all, the best. I
Thanks
love
for the
y'all.
shout. Thanks for the shout out as well, man. Appreciate that. Much respect.
Hey, listen, I had to do it for the culture, man. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
Poetry is what I live and breathe every day, man. For real.
You. I feel you. Feel you on that.
Listen,
Right. Right on, right on.
listen, man. Like
I needed that smile.
you
I needed that smile.
you really on some URL shit, man. For real. The punchlines is serious, man. Like you've been listening to Tay Rock or Geechee Gotti or you know what I'm saying? T-Top. You know what I mean? Free to Wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that was work, man. Like, keep it a buck. I can mix and master with the Jedi. I'm Paul Skiff, right? Till my Pepsi talk like Coca-Cola. You know, break through walls like Jericho. I can make a sound rise. The way my words hit your digestive system, you can call this New Yorican soul food. Money in the bank, sir. Appreciate you for doing what you do. Stay on that path. For real. Stay on that path. There's nobody else in our community on that URL shit. Spit that. For real. Stay on it. Appreciate you for coming through, man. And for the community love. Truly. Thank you for that. You remind everyone in our community that they are important. They are precious pieces of what we do. Truly appreciate you. All right. 2 artists left on the guaranteed list and 2 on the good luck round. Coming up next, yo, I see you. I believe this is your first time here. Please let me know if I'm wrong. It is. Okay. So before we get to all the shenanigans, please, without giving me your, absolute address, tell me where in the world you are plugging in from.
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn in the building. Stand up. Listen, you have seen how this night has gone. Let me just first ask you, where the hell you been, son? We been here. You hear me? Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Listen, there's lots of things that we're gonna shout at you and throw at you after you're done, but let these folks know where they can find you, how they can find you, and remind you that Wednesday is a sign up so you can find yourself back here on Thursdays. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. Please take it away. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. I'm April. I'm very nervous. This is my first time doing this. All my poems have always been private. And I just published my own book, finally telling my story. April's the name. So I'm going to just start it off. Okay. Unbreakable. I'm that little girl when dad bounced, never wept. Little girl when mom was shot, who never slept. Innocent eyes witness lies, family dirty secrets kept. Pain and suffering not allowed, under carpet swept. Young mind can't realize right, so wrong I'd accept. Suppressed memories hidden in soul's darkest depths. Innocence gone, when out room stranger crept. Body, mind, and soul taken, into secret theft. Quiet storm brewing, love's gone, only hate left. Angry teenager, invincible, always challenge death. Years grown wiser, vow happiness till final breath. Pray constantly for peace, but seems God is deaf. Unfulfilled emotionally, constant mood is bereft. Released and cry no more child, for all your pain I intercept. Unlike all before me, this should be a true promise kept. This one's called The Chosen Few. As an empath, I'm forced to feel, to carry wounds that never heal. Each tear my ancestors once cried still lives inside me, deep down inside. Their grief, their love, their silent screams, they haunt my nights and shape my dreams. I feel the weight they couldn't shed, 1,000 ghosts inside my head. I can't switch off, I can't ignore the pain that knocks at every door. I soak it in, the good, the bad, the aching hearts, the lives gone mad. So I retreat, I disappear. To calm the storms, I pull in near. In solitude, I find my way to fight tomorrow and feel today. I've written truths they've never voiced. I speak for those without a choice. Yet still it stings, for few will own the wounds we share, but leave unknown. I once thought I had cracked in two, but now I know I am the glue. Not broken, no. I'm built to mend, to feel, to carry, and transcend. Whew. I need to breathe. Okay, woosah, woosah. To go with the name of the book, I'm gonna go to my April showers. They say April showers bring me flowers when my tears are all dried up. From the moment I was conceived, I've been shit out of luck. Born to Jesus, energetic light. You'd think my life would be all right. Instead, it's like I'm the second coming of Jesus motherfucking Christ. Put here to suffer for everyone's sins. Overcoming obstacle and over obstacle, and still I can't win. Do I cry? No, now I just grin. Although numb, I still stand tall. Throw at me what you want, but I won't fall. I'm here and I can handle it all. Been through far worse for far too long. What didn't kill me made me strong. My life is like Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. I'm not complaining. It is what it is. No matter what, I still handle my business. I'm sure there's a really good reason for all of this. One day my showers will fall once more. There'll be tears of joy from once this earth I saw. And May's flowers will greet me at heaven's door, laid across my tombstone's floor. And just to keep with the little theme for today, I have one little phrase I wanted to say. Mixed with sazon and adobo, I think I'm fabuloso.
Come on with that sazon and adobo. Unmute yourself. Give it up for April.
One of us. One
You
of
know,
us. One of us. Hey, one of us.
Let's go.
you know,
One of us.
like when you said April showers, I remembered when I was in Rwanda. Uh, and April showers is actually like when you're in Rwanda, that's when the genocide started. Yeah. So when you say that, I was like, oh
Different
God,
meaning for him.
April
Huh?
showers. Yeah. So like it reminded me of that. And you did good with your lines. That was nice. Respect.
Really, yeah, I really liked your first few pieces. You had these like 3 and 4 beat lines, really punchy,
Oh,
tough,
you even
really economical. And I just, you had so many good lines in all your poems, like in solitude, I find my way, but now I know I am the glue. Hope you keep coming back here, April, because you definitely have a home here.
Thank you. I will.
You definitely sound seasoned. You said this was your first time really opening up. You normally keep them private, but you sound very seasoned and seem very comfortable. I mean, I've seen you, taking those breaths and whatnot. So you know how to control it. Great job. Great job. I enjoyed
Thank
it.
you. That was the anger management.
Yeah. All poets gotta have it.
We are here for that. Let me tell you. All right. We are here for that. All right. But it's just interesting that you brought that tonight, right? especially with the sazon and adobo. Like, you brought it on the spices. Perfect night for you to show up and come through. Let me be the first to tell you that you fucked up, because you need to be here every Thursday night, because we need that work, right? There's a few traditions that we've had over the years. You heard, the one and only Matthew Motto King say, "One of us," right? You have been welcomed into the greatest community in the world, right? To quote our illustrious executive director, we're going to pop the cherry, baby, pop the cherry, baby, pop the cherry, baby. Come on, for the folks who know, they definitely know. Welcome to the greatest community in the world. You showed up and showed out with lines like, "This should be your true promise kept. Pain and suffering not allowed. Under carpet swept." Right? 1,000 ghosts inside my head. In solitude, I find my way. It's like I'm the second coming of Jesus motherfucking Christ. Like, come on with that work. Come on with that work. Appreciate you for coming through. Make sure you fall back through next week. We are looking forward to hearing your work. Appreciate you, and welcome to the greatest community in the world. All right. Let's keep it going. 3 artists left this evening. Coming up next, Outlaw. This incredible artist, keeper of concrete, slam master of the world, Semper Fi. Shout out all the vets in the building. This dude is just the future poet laureate of Earth. I've been telling him that for years. He's going to believe me very soon. He is on his way to a competition. He is on his way to being a world-renowned poet that is kind of unfuckwittable. The razor blade, that razor blade shaved with the one and only CP Mays in the building. Come on, man. Let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you, folk. Please, take it away.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I can be found at CP Maze, IG and Facebook. One word, though, CPMAZE. Let me see if I can get it out of my head. How the fuck am I supposed to pick up my pissed off past when it's passed out from picking fights with purgatory? Similarly strung out, heart half hung over from half pints of hallelujahs. I was born in between busted bourbon bottles and broken out brake lights. My dreams are as wild as my sex drive. My nightmares are as horrific as an ego's eviction notice. Life is truly but when she's out of my life, I know I'ma miss her. Mirrors whisper, it's not your fault, it's mine behind my back. I'm not sorry that up until now I failed at dying. I am that karma keeps G-string stripping down to the French kiss of my own failure. I parade my soul around like it doesn't make nightly special guest appearances at pity parties hosted by myself, like it doesn't stay up late playing liquor in the front, poker in the back. Angry is the hospital I was born in. Devil motherfuck you was the sport I was playing. The first time I broke my arm, the second time I broke my angel's wing. It was in the same place. Everyone was playing hide and go seek. I was playing Satan, hide heaven, and I'ma go fucking fetch it too. My boogeyman sleeps in boy cat shorts and has a backside that can raise the dead. She knows the seat on my soul is composed of sober love letters held together by drunken scotch on the rocks tape. The sound of sangria saying, where's your fucking pride, Maze? Rest! The sound of me sleeping peacefully next to some pussy is the only love song I have haven't been able to memorize yet. It's the reason why I can count the number of women I loved on one hand. Here, if you sniff them, you can smell them all at once, and they smell like coffee. And I like my coffee. I like my coffee the same way I like my women. French pressed, steeping in heat till I'm ready to sip, smooth sip, sexy out there sweet coffee. Like I like my women, destined to spill everywhere down my throat when the road gets a little bumpy. I like my coffee how I like my women. Strong, with a good shot of whiskey in them. And I like my whiskey like I like my one night stands. Not too cheap, with an ego that's not too expensive. Lifetimes, I unravel lifelines via virtues and sins. Idiot savant with tattooed skin. I am Stephen Hawking with a pen. Outlaw.
Outlaw. Unmute yourself. Give it up for CP.
CP in the house.
I got my CP Maze fixing.
You can, you can. Oh no, you can recreate that. Like this is one thing I love about CP Maze. Okay, I love my women strong too. Like the one that I'm with is in the gym
with the whiskey.
No, I like the whiskey line.
Oh, with a good shot of whiskey in them.
Yeah, but yo,
not
CP,
too like a
CP,
like my whiskey, not like a one night stand.
I'm so very happy that we've collaborated in the past. You're one of the you are in my top 20 of my favorite artists, obviously.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's been
you Elemental, everybody. You know, you're in my top 20.
It's been weird. Like I've been catching through the grapevine, everyone's doing so much stuff. You know, like Sam, the things she's been winning, like poets getting published, Mayari's doing their thing, like everybody's doing their thing.
Yeah.
And we all come together once a week, twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, and we raise hell together creatively. Like we are all brilliantly
I had
dangerous.
already given up. I had already given up
I love y'all.
on poetry, but today you brought me back because I was like, I'm done. After my kid, like my younger brother, got done, I thought like I'm done with poetry. But then I'm very glad you brought me back.
It's in your blood, Kanto. It's not gonna leave you. You can leave it. It's not gonna leave you. You know.
It's gonna find you again. Yeah, it's gonna find you again.
I can't wait till I can spit it out like that. I just can't wait, like without the nerves and the shakiness. Like,
oh,
you just gotta mind that.
You gotta embrace you gotta embrace the craziness and the shakiness. You gotta make it part of your performance.
You'll get there, girl. It's
your release.
practice. It's just like you'll get there. You
Yeah,
know?
we all hear that. It's
Seriously.
like when somebody asks me to define urgency or inferno, I just turn on a recording of CP Maze and say, listen to that.
yeah, I didn't take my Zoloft today, so the anxiety, I couldn't help the quiver.
Oh shit.
Everybody's got it, so you're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah, no.
When you lose the quiver, April, stop.
There you go.
Like when you lose that quiver, just stop.
When's the next bottoms up?
Next week. Next Sunday.
Sunday?
Yes.
What time?
It starts at 11 EST. So
EST.
yeah.
Right. Listen, make sure you plug in with PGN. You're such a shit starter. You're such a rabble rouser, Maze. Because you spit your poems from the realest of places, and I can't thank you enough for doing that. Look, folks, I've seen this cat do it on the road. I've seen him do it at home. I've seen him do it on multiple stages, and he is so very real about it. His fervency is definitely to the bone, right? An idiot savant with tattooed skin, like for sure. You hijo de puta, like there's just so many things that this dude does. I told him he's gonna be the future poet laureate of Earth. But again, right now he is the slam master of the world. He continues to push forward. And I'm gonna tell you, he's frustrated, folks. He is frustrated with the work that he's got to put in, but he is dedicated to putting it in. Appreciate you, folks. Shout out Swanye West. Shout out Double Dragon. So much outlaw in the building. All right, we have reached the good luck round. Please keep in mind for the folks on the good luck round, it is a 3-minute time frame. However, we've got two of the dopest folks around to come through and get down for real. And listen, and I know we've already lost one. And listen, we gotta get to the end here. But these two next artists put in the work. They have been putting in the work month after month after month, and they are dedicated to incredibly stellar work. Coming up first, Mrs. Good Luck Round herself. Whether she's on the path or sharing her incredible work, shout out the educators in the building. She just puts it in, and it's always incredible. The one and only Elizabeth Horn in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you. Please take it away.
Look at that smile. So glad to see you guys. Seriously. What a night. What a night. This is brand new, and it's called Sisyphus Tattoo. I've been keeping the boulder at arm's length for one day, since I last quipped to you that anxiety won't kill me. Since I sauntered past the hilltop and your tattoo thinking I'm immune. I am faltering under its weight, its urgency to crush me. A thumbnail meme of me with my hands on my cheeks, a giant ball of conglomerate rock barreling towards me. It is upon my toe now, my big toe. It's broken and swollen and purple. I can't push it back off, and you're at a poetry reading, so I will suffer greatly. Imagining how POWs have their fingers and toes broken, how everyone is so fucking flippant nowadays. I want to come help you as you will come to me, knowing my toe is smashed. You'll try to lift it off, but fail. You'll risk your limbs and life to stop it from steamrolling me, but you will fail. It will crush me into smithereens. And you as well, if you don't get the fuck out of its way. I would come to your side if I could, to push yours over to the other side, to not let it roll back down like a Jack and Jill. But I can't walk. I am trapped under my own obesity and gravity. And isn't that the inevitable crux of it all? Save yourself, darling, from your own boulder. It's better to watch it roll back down, to walk like a broken mule behind it, than to die tending to mine, futilely trying to stop the vex forces of momentum, which all of us depressed, broken people know to be true. Thank you.
Your style is incredible. Unmute yourself. Give it up for Elizabeth Horn.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Save yourself, darling, from your
The
own
rolling up
boulder.
of the boulder.
Yeah, the boulder.
you said it. Yeah, Sisyphus roll up the boulder, and she kept like reflecting to that same thing, like roll up the boulder. You know, oh, that was
There was a lot of hidden messages in that
my,
boulder.
yeah,
going
there was
backwards behind the
many
mules and
hidden
everything.
messages there. Oh,
For sure.
that was nice. That was
Save,
freaking nice.
save
Thank you.
yourself from your own boulder.
Instead of yourself,
Better than
yeah,
watching it come back
rolling
down
up the
behind
boulder,
the
right?
mule.
The Sisyphus. Oh my
Y'all
god,
making me blush.
Thank you,
that's
Elizabeth.
Was
nice.
very beautiful
Props.
tonight too, Elizabeth.
Woo.
That was beautiful. That
See?
was
Stop
beautiful.
it.
But you
I'm
kept
flushed.
doing that. You kept doing that, like the
Jeez.
Sisyphus and the boulder and the like that was nice. That
Thank
was
you.
beautiful. That was lovely. Oh my
Yeah, listen, you bring in Sisyphus and you know what I mean? You got everybody just turned all the way up. For sure. Got them turned up. But well deserved, right? You've been putting in the work. Your pen continues to dig deep, right? And your colleagues recognize the work that you put in. So congratulations on that. Thank you for putting in that work and sharing it with us. All right. Closing out the evening, this gentleman, poet in the building. Listen, this dude actually just won an award. And listen, there it is. Listen, this cat's, he's really on it, right? I like to call him the captain of the street team because he is building a network like no other, right? All the way out in Wisconsin, connected with Chicago, connected with Philly. He's just that dude, for real. Love this dude, man. We have serious conversations. He continues to put in that work. The one and only I Inspiration in the building. Let these folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you, bro. Please take it away.
Check me out on Instagram, in.spiration1899. I'm gonna get right into it. I don't know how long I got, so let's chop it up in the cipher. If I were a poem, you would have to understand heartbeats and the hiccups in my brain activity in order to hear and feel me. Because if I were a poem, I'd be an advocate for epilepsy. If I were a poem and you wanted to hear me, you would have to observe and listen through the activity of wires and electrodes and understand how to work the machines that study the slides of organisms that come from me. If I were a poem, you would have to have the capability to read invisible ink and the scriptures that I wrote upon my soul. It had the ability to see the stains upon my soul, the breakage upon my heart, the scabbing from the cutting of the body in which I am. If I were a poem, you would have to play like Heinz and catch up. Because it's been 13 years of living these poems before I ever put one to paper. Because if I were a poem, I would want to be heard. If I were a poem, I'd be that of inspiration, motivation, determination. If I were a poem, I'd prefer to be around other poems like me, though not like me, because there'd only be one like me. Though at the same time, I wouldn't be able to associate with every poem around me. I just know that some of them poems would disappoint me. So if I were a poem, I would have to step up and step over some of these poems. If I were a poem, I would stand tall. I would stand with my fist in the air. If I were a poem, I would chant white, brown, black, unite. White, brown, black, unite. If I were a poem, because if I were a poem, I would question the norm of society. I would question authority. If I were a poem, I would give you food for thought amongst the society, because I'd be pinching my pennies, because Quest would be helping me. My dollars would be spent amongst private chefs, restaurants, vendors from blocks that would be surrounding me. If I were a poem, my thoughts would have to escape immediately, written upon any surface available to me, not just notebooks, no, that of cardboard, during night shifts, of palletizing at the end of an assembly line, or an envelope because it was closer to me. If I were a poem, and you heard me, you'd be that much closer to me. If I were a poem, I'd be that of my own sanity. If I were a poem, I'd be resurrected and reborn just to be a messenger to you. If I were a poem, I'd be a person of extraordinary talent. I'd be a wordsmith that speaks through verses and flows. I would be a voice behind the pen. I'd be worthy of unmuted ink and mic if I were a poem. My poetry would speak to you in wows. My poetry would wow you if I were a poem. Everything I would do would be for the culture if I were a poem. My roots would be strong as grassroots and trees. My open mic status would shake the leaves if I were a poem. I would never leave. My words would bless the air where it's bare like leaves, blowing around in the wind. The Ricans, did you hear? Did you hear the rustle? Did you hear the hustle? Because if I were a poem, you would definitely hear me. You would feel me. You would even might start to understand me if I were a poem. That's that piece.
This cat is the poem. Unmute yourself. Give it up for inspiration.
Bro.
What do you mean
All right,
if?
all right.
You know, what do you
Bro,
mean
like
if?
if you are a poem, bro.
Sir.
You're like, first of all, P, provider, you know,
Give it.
O, organizer,
Okay.
E is enveloping us, M, oh,
give it.
me.
Ah.
Respect, yo,
I sent you a friend request. Message that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Message that to
oh
me. I'm gonna
man,
use that, G.
yeah, you are a poem. If
You
you
know,
were a poem,
seeing your
if you were a poem,
physicality,
bro, oh, man,
seeing
my
your
God.
physicality even sort of crimped on the tiny little box shows me how much we miss of your performance because so much of it is really carried by how just your physicality and on a tiny little screen it looks very chaotic, but I'm sure in a stage space it's apparently much more focused. And it's not easy to make shrill tone be engaging and so forth. So I can see how the physicality really is a necessary part of bringing all your energy together. I mean, after all, I always talk about, the power of the spoken word rests so much in it being a physical thing that we don't just speak words with our lungs and our mouths and our lips. We speak with our whole body and our spirit behind that. And it's so obvious, just as I said, in a crimped little box that you can see how much you take advantage of that and are in the process of continually remastering it.
Yeah, I just thank you. Right, rightfully said. That's exactly. I just had this conversation a little bit similar with somebody else. It was like when we do these poems, when we perform them, we're reliving each one that we do. We're reliving each experience, and it takes it out of us physically, mentally, and emotionally. I did two of my signature pieces at a feature back to back, and for a half hour after that, I was lightheaded. I was like, I almost felt like I was gonna have a seizure. You know, talking about seizures. So I mean, it was it does take it out of you physically because you really are reliving it, emotionally,
Yeah, that's
physically,
that's
mentally.
the high of the performance, and that's how you went somewhere else and you took the people with you.
That part.
Yeah, that epilepsy line was my favorite.
Thank you. I have epilepsy and I'm an advocate for epilepsy, and just brought Voice of Scars in from Pittsburgh last night to my Wordsmith Wednesdays open mic, so he could start getting his name known here in Wisconsin, because November is Epilepsy Awareness Month. And a friend of mine by the name My Poetry Speaks in Milwaukee, him and I are basically putting the show together, and then we're giving the proceeds to the Epilepsy Awareness Foundation in Wisconsin. So with him having such a strong presence in the epilepsy community, I want to get his name more known here, so people are familiar with it, so they're willing to donate more, to the cause, because hell, that's what he wants as well as we want, and I could, we can go back over to Pittsburgh, do the same for him, and start including uh, different states and cities in on this epilepsy awareness journey. Maybe make it like a whole month worth of tour. That's
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When poetry transcends simple words and techniques, then you start really connecting with the people, right? People. We are nothing without the people because we speak for the people, right? Every time that you get on, every time that we rap, I can tell that you're getting more and more ingrained into your work. You're becoming more and more connected, right? It's really not really a symbiotic thing anymore. It's it's a fusion now, right? You and your artwork are the same being. You share the same heartbeat now. So the more that you give it, the more it's going to give back to you. Such an incredible way to close the show this evening. I really can't thank you enough for coming through and getting down on them for real. Listen, it has been such an incredible night for real. Shout out Cypher Jones. Shout out April Gonzalez. Shout out Terry Rose Jertson. Shout out Garland Thompson. Bars in the building. Tanya Guerrero. Shout out Madison Hodgman. Alan Gary, incredible job this evening. Thank you for doing what you do. Listen, folks, this is the greatest community in the world and the dopest night of the week because of you. I can't thank you enough. Really. You make me feel like I got the dopest job in the world because I get to be around some of the most incredible creative beings under this yellow sun of radiation. Thank you, all of you. Take care of yourselves and each other. Make sure you connect with each other. Find each other. Go to each other's open mics. Find each other's lives on IG. Plug into them. Continue to grow this greatest community in the world. And we hope to see all of you next week. We're going to end the night like this. Until we meet again, may this energy we conjured this evening supercharge the rest of your week. Take this power, inspire others, energize creativity as we all hope to do through the spirit of Miguel Agarin. Your voice is appreciated, necessary, and always valuable in this space. Thank you for sharing it with us. Never forget, cowards get buried here, and we reclaim our strength through our fearlessness. On behalf of the greatest community in the world, it has truly been a pleasure spending Thursday night with y'all. Until next week, peace and blessings.